welcome back to my channel. Sorry about the noise of the nether portal, and don't mind Yoda over there on the chest. This is going to be the first episode of my How It Works series. So, if you don't know what that's going to be, basically, I've been asked by a couple of people to sort of explain how certain farms and redstone contraptions and such in Minecraft, like how they work, rather than doing like an actual tutorial on it, because a lot of YouTube channels have tutorials on like slime farms and iron farms, etc. So I'm basically going to be explaining how they work and everything about that mob, or if it's a redstone contraption, basically explaining what the different pieces do, so that you can sort of design your own farm. So I really do hope this helps, and if you found this video helpful at all, or you enjoyed it, then don't forget to leave a like. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I have got my lovely helper here. Yoda's going to be up here AFKing for me, as I'm going to head on into spectator mode so I can show you what's going on down in the slime farm. We are on my server, the colony. The Java one, more specifically. Slime farms work basically the same in Bedrock, so it's no different if you guys play Bedrock or if you play Java. Absolutely no difference at all. But yeah, Yoda's gonna, he's being kind and he's gonna AFK up here for me. So thank you!
You're welcome.
Guys, go subscribe to his channel too. It's Red Yoda 9 above his head. There'll be a link in the description. So the first thing you want to do when making a slime farm, so this is Yoda's slime farm, by the way, so thank you very much to Yoda for allowing me to use his slime farm in the video. But yeah, so you need to find a slime chunk. You can do this by either caving and basically listening out for slimes. You need to make sure you're below Y39 though, as that's the levels that they spawn at. Obviously, unless you are in a swamp. So, there are other ways to find a slime chunk. For example, you could use a website called Chunkbase, which I will link in the description for you guys. That is what me and Yoda use to find slime chunks and other things for when we want to build farms. And yeah, it's an amazing website. You can find anything you want in your Minecraft world if you just know the seed. So once you have located a slime chunk, you're going to want to dig it out. So a chunk is 16 by 16. So as you can see here, there's a ladder. Hello, ladder. This is a 16 by 16 sort of square. And yeah, you want to dig it out. You can add as many platforms as you want. But slimes do only spawn below Y39. Currently in 1.16. So you want to make sure you basically go down to Y39 and dig out the chunk below that. So that obviously gives you around 39 blocks, obviously minus a few because of the bedrock, but that gives you quite a few blocks where you can make platforms. Each platform does need to be 3 tall, because the largest slimes are, like, their spawn area that they need is a 3 by 3 space, and it's got to be at least 2.5 blocks high, so 2.5 blocks high. So you could use half slabs to make it exactly 2.5 blocks, or just to be on the safer side of things, you could use just full blocks and make a 3-block gap. That is, as you can see, what Yoda has done here. Both of these platforms are 3 blocks high. When you've built your spawn platforms, you can do them however you want. So as you can see, Yoda's got one big sort of platform as the floor, and he's got a little ring up here where some slimes do spawn. Obviously most of them will spawn down on this platform here because it is the bigger one out of the two. Obviously the bigger the platform, the more room there is for your slimes to spawn. So once you've dug out your slime chunk, you're going to need somewhere for your slimes to go and basically get killed. In Yoda's farm, he has these soul campfires here in a 4x4 square, because as I said beforehand, the largest slimes, their hitbox is 3x3. So you need to make sure that the place you sending the slimes, you need to make sure that it's bigger than a 3x3. So you could do what Yoda's done here and put a hole right in the middle, or you can do a strip down each side, obviously making sure it's 3 wide. That's what I usually do in my slime farms when I build those. However you have the killing system, you do need a way to coax the slimes over there. So in this case, Yoda has got an iron golem over the top of the kill chamber. So as I said a minute ago, you can have strips down each side, making sure they're 3 wide. If that was the case, you'd need 1 golem in the wall over here and another golem in the wall opposite over here above each of the kill chambers, so that the slimes get sort of, they follow the golem and fall off the side of the platform. Obviously in this case they just head on over into the middle and they get killed in the soul campfires. Obviously you're going to need a collection chamber. This is what Yoda's looks like. So the most simple way you can do it is how Yoda's done it. It's simple but efficient. So all you really need is hoppers. Oh, let me try and show you guys. You need hoppers underneath every single soul campfire. You can use other things such as magma cubes to kill the slimes, but if you were to use magma cubes, for example, as it is a full block, then you'll need a hopper minecart underneath and then a hopper underneath that, so that the slime balls can actually get picked up by the collection system. Whereas in this case, the campfires aren't a full solid block, so hoppers are just fine because the slime balls can go through into those. And then obviously you need to lead them into some chests. Yoda's got 3 chests here. And if you didn't know already, hoppers fill from the bottom upwards. So they'll always try to send an item downwards before they send it across. So for example, if I head into here, this bottom chest is completely full of slimes. That'll be the first one that fills up because it always fills bottom upwards, like I said. And this one is the one that's currently being filled. So this hopper here will be backed up with slime balls. So when some are taken out of here, then they'll start heading through here again. But because no more slime balls can fit into this hopper, they're basically being sent across into this chest. And once this chest is filled up and this hopper has backed up, they will be sent across into this chest. And once that's backed up and this is backed up, all of these hoppers will back up. But by then, you'd hope Yoda would have emptied his slime farm. So as I said beforehand, golems are actually used to basically tempt the slimes. And slimes basically like to try and attack golems. This works with either iron golems or snow golems, so depending on what materials you have. And that is the easiest way to get a slime to the kill chamber, because they will just follow the golem. Like this slime here, for example, he's just headed straight in there, not knowing that he's about to come to his demise. And as you can see, whenever slimes die, they do spawn 2 to 4 new slimes. So obviously the bigger the slime, the more times it can split. And each little slime are the other slimes that drop the slime balls. So slime balls don't drop when the slimes split, they only drop when the baby slimes, the ones that don't hurt you, the little 1x1 slimes, they are the ones that drop the slime balls. And each time they can drop sometimes 0, which obviously sucks, but sometimes they can drop up to 2 slime balls per little slime. So obviously, for example, if you're going to have your kill chambers at the sides, you're going to need some walls. Obviously there's a wall here because we're underground. But you're going to need some walls to sort of coax them that way and basically make sure they fall down there and go where they're supposed to and not then land somewhere else, if that makes sense. So if there was a cave in the wall here, you need to make sure you cover it up so the slime can't head into that cave instead of going onto the collection system, because, you know, that's not the point of a slime farm. So there is a way to still make a slime farm if you don't have any access to iron golems or snow golems. Obviously snow golems are the easier choice to build because they just use 2 snow blocks and a pumpkin, whereas an iron golem uses 4 iron blocks, which is 36 iron and a pumpkin. Yoda's now laughing at me because I'm trying to do math. But yeah, so if you don't have access to either type of golem, you can just sort of let the slimes free reign. So in that case, you're going to obviously want to make platforms. And if you don't have access to golems, then thinner platforms is your best choice because they're more likely to fall off. Because every 10 to 30 game ticks, the slime will actually change direction if there's nothing sort of tempting it a certain way, for example. So obviously the slimes that spawn in here aren't gonna change direction anytime because there is this golem, but if the golem wasn't here, then they'll just randomly change direction every 10 to 30 game ticks. So like I said, if you don't have access to either type of golems, then you can just do this and just wait until the what they called? Wait, I've said slimes too many times in this video. Obviously, like I've said, if you don't have access to either an iron golem or a snow golem, you can, like I said, just wait for the slimes to fall and wait for them to go to the collection chamber. Although, if that was the case, I would suggest making the whole, kind of like a whole chunk size collection chamber. Obviously that will use quite a few hoppers, but then that way it will be the most efficient because, hello zombie. Hi. Obviously that way if the whole floor is the collection system, if you don't have a golem to coax them towards a certain bit, then that's going to be the most efficient for you. But in the best case scenario, you will have a golem in the middle like Yoda has done here. I just want to point out the reason that Yoda's actually used Soulfire campfires and not the regular campfires. So if you didn't know this already, Soulfire actually kills mobs a little bit quicker than regular campfires do. So there's just a helpful tip for you guys there if you're going to be using soul campfires in your collection chamber. So slimes can't actually spawn in mushroom islands because they are a hostile mob. Obviously they can spawn in swamps and, like I said, Y39 and below in a slime chunk. Some other types of kill systems you can use, obviously to kill the slimes, are things such as, obviously, soul campfires, regular campfires if you don't have access to soul soil or soul sand. You can use magma blocks, you can use just you can use lava to a certain extent. Obviously you'll need to have only one layer of lava and then have them held up by signs and the slimes drop through. But obviously there is a risk of the slime balls burning in that case because they can't actually burn on campfires, or you can use wither roses. I highly suggest using campfires. They're easy to make and, again, like I said, they don't burn the slime balls, and if you want it to be that little bit more efficient, you can use soul campfires like Yoda has here. Your collection system doesn't actually have to be at the bottom of your slime farm. You can have it at the top if that's what you prefer. There are ways of making these slimes go into a tube in the middle or going to a certain place in the wall. Obviously, like I said, you just need a golem, a snow golem or an iron golem, at the place you want them to go towards so that they go there because they like to try and attack the golems. You do need to make sure that the golems aren't able to actually reach the slimes, because if that's the case then the golems will kill them before they get to the collection chamber, which obviously if that's the case you'll end up losing slime balls and your farm isn't going to be too efficient. But like I was saying, you can have your collection chamber at the top if that's what you prefer, so that you don't have to go too far down under the ground. Obviously if you want to do that, there are a few ways to get the slimes to head on upwards. Slimes can actually swim up in water. They can also actually climb ladders, and surprisingly they can actually climb scaffolding as well, which I did not know until I did my research for this video. So that definitely is a good thing to know. If you want to send slimes up, use water, ladders or scaffolding. Or you can also obviously still kill them at the bottom and then have your slime balls dispensed into a water stream and then into a bubble tunnel and send it up to you at your AFK area if that's what you wish. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I just want to say again a big thank you to Yoda for AFKing and allowing me to use his slime farm for this video. So again, make sure you go and subscribe to him. His channel will be down in the description for you guys. But I hope this video you did find useful. I hope it helps you design your own sort of slime farm. If any of you do design a slime farm after watching this video, then please make sure you send them to me. I definitely want to see them. And yeah, like I said, I hope it was helpful. If you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to leave a like. Also subscribe to my channel for more How It Works videos every Monday at 6 PM GMT. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!